Hi, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show how to do complex fractions and how to solve them and simplify them. A complex fraction is a fraction with a numerator, denominator, or both numbers that are fractions. So 1/4 over 2 would be a complex fraction. We have a fraction inside of a fraction. The fraction bar means to divide. So this is the same thing as 1/4 divided by 2. So the first thing you have to do is write it as a division problem. The second step is to make any fractions improper that may need it. If they're a mixed number or a whole number, you need to make them improper. So the whole number 2 becomes 2 over 1. The next thing we do is our skip, flip, and multiply. With any dividing fractions, you skip, flip, and multiply. So that means you skip the first number, you flip the second number, and you change it to multiply. The next thing we can do is if there are any reducing, you reduce it ahead of time. This doesn't have any numbers across from each other that will reduce. So we go on to multiply the numerators, which are the top numbers. 1 times 1 is 1. Then we multiply the denominators, which are the bottom numbers. 4 times 2 is 8. And then we check and see if there's any more reducing or renaming we could do. And 1/8 is already reduced, so our final answer there is 1/8. Now sometimes we have to simplify a mixed number inside of a percent. So like we have 33 1/3%. And we have to write that as a fraction in simplest form. Well, we would follow the same steps. 33 1/3% is the same thing as 33 1/3 over 100. We write it as a division, 33 1/3 divided by 100. Making it improper means we have to make this number improper by going big number times bottom, add the top. So 33 times 3 is 99 plus 1 is 100. And the bottom number stays the same. Or as I would say to my students in your best British accent, the bottom stays the same. And that's going to be divided by 100 over 1 because we need to make that improper. Then we take and do our skip, flip, and multiply. Skip the first one, leave him alone. Flip the second one and change your problem to multiply. Now in here, you can reduce or simplify if possible, and it makes your problem a little easier at the end. And I can divide the 100 by 100, and 100 divides by 100. This becomes 1, this becomes 1. Now I multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. 1 times 1 is 1, and 3 times 1 is 3. And then again, you simplify at the end if possible. There's no way to simplify. There's my final answer. I hope that helps you out on complex fractions or a fraction inside of a fraction.